Love is in the air for Mitch and Stephanie in Baywatch in 10 minutes. Good afternoon and a Happy New Year to you from all of us here at HTV. Now, over to ITN.
From the studios of ITN, the news with Nicholas Owen.
Hello, welcome to the programme, The Lunchtime Headlines. Appeals for calm after the latest Northern Ireland shooting leaves a man dead. Abandoned, the baby of 2 days old discovered behind a garage. And welcome to the new year, how they celebrate it around the world. Politicians on all sides are today appealing for calm following what's believed to be yet another revenge shooting in a bar in Northern Ireland. One Catholic man died when masked gunmen burst in and opened fire on New Year revellers late last night. From Belfast, Howell Jones reports.
The target for the attack by loyalist gunmen was this bar in a Catholic area of North Belfast. Last night, as drinkers were enjoying a New Year's Eve party, 2 masked men walked into the Clifton Tavern and opened fire. A 31-year-old Catholic died after being shot in the head. 5 others were injured. The dead man was the second Catholic to be killed in retaliation for the murder of leading loyalist Billy Wright. It's a cycle of killings which has left the peace process here in great jeopardy.
It's appalling. I mean, they're opening fire on people out, bringing in the new year. People are happy. We're in the middle of a peace process, which is being shattered now with these attacks.
The gunmen who carried out the attack on this bar ignored all pleas for calm and restraint at a time of rising sectarian tension. And the old year ended with another violent episode in the province. This morning, the first nationalist mayor of Belfast told me the attacks are aimed at derailing peace talks. What effect does this have on the talks process?
Well, I would think that it should in fact strengthen the talks process rather than weaken it. And the reason why I say that is this, that we realise, given the extreme nature of events last night and indeed preceding days, that we're on the edge of a precipice. And the only way of removing that danger is for politicians to renew their efforts to reach agreement.
It's not clear yet which group carried out last night's attack, but the risk is that major paramilitary groups like the IRA and UVF might be dragged back into the fray.
The cycle will undoubtedly, inextricably bring others into the fray, and we could do without it. And I think we all need to be saying, desist, stop, you don't speak for me. Your violence is shameful and dishonourable and doesn't help my country one iota.
Security forces are on full alert for further attacks or retaliation for last night's murder. Potential targets have begun the new year on their guard. Howell Jones, ITN, Belfast.
A search is going on this lunchtime for the mother of a tiny baby boy found abandoned behind a garage in East London. The 2-day-old baby's cries were heard by a passerby on his way to buy a lottery ticket. Here's Colin Baker.
Unwanted, no home, no name. The New Year's prospects for this hospital's latest patient can only get better.
Blissfully unaware, he's the only baby on the ward whose mother didn't want him. She abandoned him in an alleyway. Just 3 days old, he was brought into Whipscross Hospital last night with no name. Now he's called Robert Allen, after the 2 ambulance men who picked him up. The police are appealing to the baby's mother.
Just to come forward and to speak to myself and to reassure her that we will treat her with every care and consideration, and her welfare and health is of the utmost importance.
Robert was wrapped in this gown over a baby grow when he was found by a man on his way to buy a lottery ticket. His umbilical cord had also been expertly clamped.
When a baby's born, obviously their umbilical cord is clamped, and the kind of clamp that was used is the kind of clamp that would be normally used in the NHS, and therefore I suspect this child was either born in hospital or at home with a midwife helper.
Robert is healthy and well cared for, say the hospital, and was probably found within half an hour of being abandoned on a cold night.
The police say the child needs its mother, and they're appealing for her or her friends to get in touch with them so the pair can be reunited.
Up in a church. I was brought up as a Christian. I was brought up to